your host for Motorweek 92, John Davis.
Well, hello and welcome again to Motorweek 92. We're glad to have you with us. All of the gadgets and gizmos being stuffed into high-performance cars these days lead us to the conclusion that many car designers have forgotten the first rule of speed. That rule is more power, less weight. The great American muscle cars of the 60s and 70s are good examples of this basic principle. And now one of them is back. Well, sort of. This is the 1992 Plymouth Duster. Like the first Duster, it uses the combination of a rather mundane platform, in this case the Sundance Econobox, and a hot engine to produce inexpensive excitement. But can this new Duster really match the thrills of the original? The Plymouth Sundance was introduced in the 1987 model year as a mid-price compact hatchback. Later, when the Plymouth Horizon ceased production, the inexpensive Sundance America was launched. But while most cars in their 6th year of production are in a coast-down mode, Plymouth has no intention of letting dust settle on the Sundance platform. Enter the 1992 Duster, a V6-powered Sundance. Like the original 1970 Plymouth Valiant Duster, the new Sundance base model is intended to bridge the gap between economy cars and performance sedans. But unlike the original Duster Coupe, the new car is available as a 2- or 4-door with hidden hatchback versatility. We sampled both. In keeping with the Duster's intent, it is equipped with performance 15-inch Goodyear Eagle GT Plus 4 tires on cast aluminum wheels. This is the first time the Sundance can be ordered with a V6. Also available on the Dodge Shadow, it's a Mitsubishi-supplied 3-liter multi-port injected unit made into a 5-speed manual or 4-speed automatic. The Duster's driven by 141 horsepower and 171 pound-feet of torque at the front wheel. That's over 50% more power than the standard Sundance 4-cylinder. It was possible to get several powertrains with the 1970 Duster, including a 340 V8. But even with 2 less cylinders, today's Duster still managed respectable test times. 0 to 60 took 8 seconds, and 16.2 seconds for the quarter-mile run with a final speed of 85 miles per hour. Stealing some of the fun is the Duster's shifter with its long throws and the on-off feel of the clutch. At 2,718 pounds, the Duster is an enjoyable, tossable car through the slalom. Turn-ins produce moderate amounts of initial push, and then the car becomes nearly neutral. The rear remains surprisingly obedient, and body roll is moderate. Steering was responsive, but was lacking in good feedback to the driver. Still, it is the best handling Sundance ever. Brakes consist of power-assisted disc in the front and drums in the rear. A 60-0 stop took a long average distance of 137 feet. Pedal effort is high, and while the first few stops were straight, the fronts became sensitive to lockup as the brakes heated up. ABS is not available. The Duster's sports suspension is very ordinary, consisting of struts and coil springs in front and trailing arms with a beam axle and coil springs in the rear. Combined with the Duster's short 97-inch wheelbase, the combination delivers a capable but somewhat choppy ride. EPA fuel estimates are 20 city and 28 highway. Our combined test loop returned a fine 25 miles per gallon. Inside, the roomy Duster looks purposeful but restrained. Unfortunately, the plastics and vinyl are rather dull-looking. Gauges are clearly visible through the airbag-equipped steering wheel. Unlike many small car seats, the Duster's buckets are thickly padded and supportive. Controls are manual. Heat and air conditioning controls are standard Chrysler, well-marked and efficient. The optional deluxe AM/FM cassette stereo is set a bit low, but controls have been improved to simplify use. Sound quality from the 4-speaker system is quite impressive. Getting into the rear seats of the 4-door is easy, while the 2-door requires a squeeze. Headroom is good, seats are comfortable, but legroom is tight. The seat backs in both models fold for additional storage, which really makes the Duster an amazingly useful vehicle even with a high trunk liftover. The base price for a Plymouth Sundance Duster is only $9,849, not much for V6 performance. Our as-tested price was still modest at $11,594. For the record, a 1970 Duster rolled off the showroom floor at $2,172. Whether it's the sticker price of the original Duster or the teeth-gnashing, neck-snapping thrills of its 343 speed, nothing compares to yesteryear's faded memories. But then the 1992 Duster is not intended to be a trip down memory lane. Rather, it's an answer to contemporary needs, economical, basic transportation, but with personality and a snappy motor. Come to think of it, not much has changed in 22 years.